Coming up on City Beat, if you use the Summerlin Parkway to get where you're going, the going is about to get a little slower. We'll tell you about the construction taking place there, how long it will last, and where you can turn with any questions. Plus, there's a new art studio in downtown Las Vegas with a very interesting story behind it and its co-founder. It was designed to help people find peace through a paintbrush. Find out how the staff is extending their help now to some Las Vegas kids. And we're keeping track of our current Las Vegas Fire and Rescue cadets as they make their way through the academy. We catch up with them at their halfway mark, where their physical fitness is tested on one of the hottest days of the year. Hi, everybody. Welcome to this edition of City Beat. I'm your host, Nancy Byrne, and we are coming to you from the beautiful Mirabelli Community Center. This is one of the busiest community centers in our city. You know, we like to stop by community and senior centers this time of year to remind you we have all kinds of cool places in Las Vegas for you to keep cool in the summer heat. We're going to start off with a very quick heads up to anyone out there that travels on the Summerlin Parkway. Work has started on the Summerlin Parkway, adding a safety rail to the median. Work will take place from Buffalo Drive to the Clark County 215. Now, most of the work will take place in the evening and overnight hours as to avoid added rush hour headaches. Construction started June 5th and will be done in phases. Phase 1 will take place from Buffalo Drive to Rampart Boulevard. All phases are expected to be completed by December of this year, and if you have any questions or concerns, there is a phone number you can call. That number is 702-353-4355. Of course, the ultimate goal for the city is to make that very busy stretch of roadway safer for everyone. Moving on now, if you're a business owner and you've ever considered doing business with the city or in the city of Las Vegas, you might be under the impression there's too much red tape, too much competition. Well, for the past 6 years, our purchasing and contracts department has been holding a seminar to give information to business owners on how they can get busy with the city. It was a full house at the Charleston Heights Arts Center, a ballroom filled with business owners who want to do business with or in the city of Las Vegas. The city's purchasing and contracts department organizes this event every year, and every year it continues to grow. This year's event started with Councilman Stavros Anthony reassuring people city leaders really believe it's their job to make doing business in Las Vegas as easy as possible.
The last 5-6 years, we've reduced the number of business licenses that are needed by a business by about 50%. Some businesses had to get 2 or 3 licenses. Today, it's just 1. Many of you can open up your business and do everything online.
We spoke with some of the business owners and found out how this is lifting the veil of mystery and confusion when it comes to doing business in the city.
I think it's wonderful. Coming from California, our municipality was a mystery maze, never had anything like this. So to me it was wonderful when I saw that there was an opportunity to come in, actually face people face to face and meet people, network, get an idea of what the process is, what you have to do to go through the process. So it's to me it's a great positive experience.
I'm a new dance studio owner, been here for about 6 years. So I'm now finding different ways and different avenues to kind of tap in to get the answers that I need as far as opening up, permits, licenses, things that, as a new owner you'll need to have.
Aside from the business owners, the event opens its doors to the many entities in our community that are hoping to dispel the myth that business owners must jump through impossible hoops to open their doors in our city.
I absolutely love this event. I have met so many people over the years. This is one of my favorite events. Just helping community outreach, helping vendors, small business in the city of Las Vegas. It doesn't get any better than that.
We caught up with Edward O'Neill from the city's Purchasing and Contracts Department at last year's successful outreach, and he says the city believes it is important to host an event like this for many reasons, not the least of which is to let business owners know you don't have to be a major conglomerate to open up shop in Las Vegas.
Well, we're trying to reach out to small, minority, women-owned businesses, veteran-owned businesses, disabled veteran-owned businesses, local community, try to get them together with some of the larger companies to network, to build relationships so that they can understand not only how to do business with the city of Las Vegas, but also how to do business with in the city of Las Vegas.
And he says they hope to continue to grow this event every year, so the word gets out that when it comes to doing business, Las Vegas is the place to hang your shingle. Now, if you missed the event, not to worry, it takes place every year, and of course you can always go to lasvegasnevada.gov for more information on opening or starting a business in the city of Las Vegas. Well, speaking of opening businesses, a new restaurant is in the works in downtown Las Vegas. This one specializes in pairing interesting tastes, thus the name Tacos Huevos, which loosely means egg tacos. It's a big hit in California and is sure to be a big hit right here in Las Vegas.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Not your typical way of celebrating the start of construction on a new project. Instead of a groundbreaking, a wall breaking. Regardless, this begins renovations on this building known as the Corner Store next to Buffalo Exchange, an area of downtown that is ripe for new and exciting venues. Councilman Bob Coffin represents this area and remembers when it was thriving and when it became run down.
This was a junky area for many, many years. The businesses were prosperous when people were living in the downtown area. And then they all 30, 40 years ago started moving out to the suburbs and they let the downtown die. And as a child growing up here, I'm very familiar with good life and I know what it can be like, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to restore the old vibe.
Los Angeles restaurant, nightclub, and bar owner Chris Pike is the man behind what is about to be known as Tacos Huevos.
And we do want to provide quick, fresh, reasonably priced food that you can grab and go and enjoy. And we hope to be a great addition to this community. And that is going to be my personal goal, is to be a great addition to this community.
Pike says working with the city of Las Vegas to get this restaurant going has been a great experience.
And the support of this city is unparalleled. I just want to say to anybody out there who's considering coming in, you should do it because these people are amazing.
The restaurant is slated to open in the fall. More than $1 million will be spent in renovations between the tenant and the landlord. And of course, dozens of jobs will be created during construction and of course, afterwards. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll show you how a local art studio is helping students find peace through a paintbrush. Stay with us. Congratulations to the City of Las Vegas Employee of the Month, Rick O'Brien, from our Building and Safety Department. Nevada is the third most seismically active state over the last 150 years behind California and Alaska. In the event of a major earthquake in Las Vegas, our building inspectors need to quickly access damaged buildings to make sure everyone is safe in our city. At the same time, it's crucial they stay in contact with the city's Emergency Operations Center. Now, to accomplish both of these goals, Rick took it upon himself to develop an emergency plan so the city is prepared if we ever suffer a major earthquake. Rick researched and spearheaded the city's acquisition of a mobile field office that can be used in emergency situations right where the damage has occurred. Rick worked closely with many city departments to make this mobile field office a reality, but it was his initiative and dedication to our residents' safety that made the mobile office a reality. Congratulations to Rick O'Brien, our City of Las Vegas Employee of the Month.
No more pencils, no more books, no more teachers, dirty looks.
School's out!
For summer.
What this place needed was better graduation rates. So we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org because great things happen when we live united.
Hey, Hard, what's this? That's my resignation letter. You're resigning? Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you eat stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit. I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me. Okay, but remember, it's not what you say. It's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Every proper bear knows that the right fit means everything. especially when it comes to car seats.
Oh, really? I just did what any bear would do.
So know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size.
I like it.
To learn more, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, where's that bear?
This girl is very pretty. It's inciting feelings of jealousy in me. We should pick on her.
I'm insecure about some things, so I think we should put some me stuff on here. Maybe even some lies, too.
Yeah.
I just want to be accepted by you both, so I'm going to send this to my friends so they think I'm cool.
Kids bully for all kinds of reasons. None of them are good. Find ways to get involved at flipthescriptnow.org.
They say that when you're facing extreme danger, your life flashes before you. If you think that's sad, consider facing it before you even have enough life to flash before your eyes. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Deaths and injuries can be prevented by using the right car seat. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to know what is appropriate for each age and size.
Welcome back to City Beat from Mirabelli Community Center. You know, there's an art studio that recently opened up in downtown Las Vegas that has a very interesting story behind it. One of the co-founders opened the studio here in Las Vegas, as well as one in his hometown of Providence, Rhode Island, as a way to help people who are struggling with mental illness, depression, or even just fitting in. Here is the story of Peace Love and how it's now helping kids in Las Vegas. Artists use their canvases to stir emotions, make us smile, or just make us think. Jeffrey Spar started using canvases many years ago to find peace in a personal world that seemed to be in chaos.
Everybody has a story. I'm the guy with that story. You know, I went to Ohio State on a tennis scholarship and had a successful career, came home, went into the family business, life looked perfect, and meanwhile I was going crazy. I didn't know what was happening to me, and fortunately, as I tell people, I'm one of the lucky ones. I found my way to a psychiatric hospital, was diagnosed with OCD.
He was able to get his obsessive-compulsive disorder in check, but later discovered a new peace in his life through a paintbrush, and wanted to share this discovery with others.
By fate, 20 years ago, I was coming home from work one day, someone said painting might be good for me. When you're desperate, you'll try anything. So I stopped at the art supply store and picked up some supplies, and you've seen Forrest Gump before? Well, you're looking at the Forrest Gump of painting. And basically, I never stopped, and it changed the course of my life. And I know it sounds simple, but I figured if I painted it and made me feel good, you know, maybe it'd help somebody else.
People often think that their mental health is something they should deal with on their own.
So he opened Peace Love Studio here in his hometown of Providence, Rhode Island, a city that had just gone through its own renaissance. And when Jeffrey heard about the redevelopment and cultural boom in downtown Las Vegas, he chose our city to open his second studio in January of 2016. In the few months they've been here, they've already started reaching out to help the community. The most recent recipients of Peace Love's generosity are children from some of our more at-risk schools.
So Peace Love has a program through called the Give program through their foundation, and what they do is they have an opportunity to donate canvases to Downtown Achieves and My Brother's Keeper students. So they have already donated 36 canvases to our children, and how we're utilizing it is through our Star Attendance campaign.
Michelle says chronic absenteeism is a big problem in some of our schools. Being offered a chance to paint in a real studio with real artists with their families is a big incentive for these kids and their parents to make sure they get to class.
It encourages kids to be at school every day, ready to learn, and this is a byproduct. You know, you get rewarded by coming to school. One of the areas that we really look at is really focusing on the whole child, and order to improve academic outcomes. And experiences really make a difference. It opens horizons, it broadens experiences for the families to know beyond their neighborhood what is out there.
One of the other great things about this partnership is that it all came together in time for summer break, a time of year when too many children have too much time on their hands. Jeffrey says he didn't really plan it that way, believes it just shows this was meant to be.
When you're trying to make the world a better place, you're entitled to get lucky, and I have heard that it's very hot in Las Vegas in the summers. So, this would be a wonderful place for people to come in a cool environment and do something cool and, help themselves and help other people.
If you would like more information, you can go to peacelovestudio.com. It is located at 117 North 4th Street. Well, painting in a studio is one way to keep cool, but of course we have other ways to keep cool in Las Vegas. We've got swimming pools and splash pads. In fact, we have 16 splash pads in our city parks. We get a lot of questions about the splash pads, like is the water clean? Are we wasting water? So we thought we'd take a few minutes to answer some of those questions and let you know where a splash pad is located near you. Back in the day, the alternative to swimming was running through the front yard sprinkler. Well, not anymore. Splash pads have become the modern version of that summertime pastime. This one at Lorenzi Park is always busy. And on this day, when the temperatures hit triple digits, it allows kids to still play outdoors and keep cool. And unlike that front yard sprinkler, water doesn't run off into the road. It runs right back into Lake Mead.
The water actually is the same kind of water that you see coming out of your shower at home, and it's recycled exactly the same way. It goes down the drain, goes out to the treatment plant, winds up in Lake Mead, we get credits back out of the lake, and it winds up coming back through the pipes.
David Logie is an architectural services manager with the city's Public Works Department. In other words, he has a hand in designing these water features in our parks. He says not only are they water smart, they're water safe. What you see coming out of these colorful features is as clean as the water that comes out of your faucet at home.
And if we had a on-site recycled system where we had a holding tank and we would chlorinate it, it's very much like a swimming pool. Not only is it really high maintenance for staff and they have to test the water continually to make sure that it's clean, we don't have to deal with that because the water coming out of there is the same water that comes out of your tap at home.
Another step taken by the city to keep your kids safe is making sure the wet ground in the splash pad isn't slippery when wet.
This one has actually a ground glass surface that we tried where they tumble the glass so that you won't get cut on it, and they trowel that into the surface to give you nice traction.
So now you know these splash pads are not only fun, they're safe. The water is clean and the water is not wasted. Now, they're only operational during the summer months, and as we said, we have 16 of them in our city parks. Here's a list of our parks that feature splash pads. Time for another break, and when we come back, we're going to check in on our current Las Vegas Fire and Rescue class to see how they're doing, and we're also going to mark the dark anniversary, June 8th, when we lost 2 Metro police officers. Stay with us.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Siller speaking. Your level 7 in-your-face pep talk.
I can keep pushing. Believe me, I'm good at it.
Once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You tell him.
Mr. Trejo, can I transfer this guy to you? He needs something a little more
Persuasive.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Here's your check.
Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to City Beat from the Mirabelli Community Center. We've been keeping track of the current Las Vegas Fire and Rescue recruits as they make their way through the academy. They're about halfway there now, and they've made quite a bit of progress since their first day. Sue Levitt caught up with them as they were going through their second physical training evaluation.
Vegas proud. Go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They call themselves the last one standing and have formed bonds with each other while training to become our next City of Las Vegas firefighters. They're a close-knit group pushing and encouraging each other.
Choose up there, start. 1. Let's go. 2. 3. Keep going. Come on, come on. 4. Keep going. 5.
They have my back. They motivate me. They cheer me on. Every day they always compliment me. They always tell me how well I'm doing, and so without that, it helps get me that much farther every day.
Jessica Mendoza is the only woman in this academy trying for a job in a career mostly dominated by men. Jessica says for the first time she feels comfortable and didn't feel she fit in at her previous desk job. She wants to be out helping people, changing lives, and making a difference.
Come on, girl, come on, halfway there. Halfway there. Burns, Evans, left 3.
And at today's evaluation, Jessica and the other recruits are that much closer to achieving their goals. This is the second physical training evaluation for the recruits, and almost everyone has improved.
Green. A minute 20, you cut off your time. Well done.
It's just about 100 degrees outside today, and I can literally feel the heat coming up from the turf of this track. But this doesn't stop the recruits from coming out. Today they still have to run 1.5 miles and meet certain physical standards. And these physical standards are not easy. The recruits have to be able to do 30 push-ups in 1 minute, 30 sit-ups in 1 minute,
25.
run the 1.5 miles in under 12.5 minutes,
Come on! You can do it!
and hold the plank position for 2 minutes.
Ignore the pain. Ignore it.
And the last activity, 10 pull-ups.
Physical fitness tears you down. It will tear you down physically and mentally. If you're struggling physically, there's no way you're going to make it. You have to come in prepared, mentally prepared, physically prepared.
Jessica was able to polish off 60 push-ups, an exercise not always easy for women. She also improved by doing 4 more pull-ups than she completed at her first physical evaluation.
I feel like I'll make it to the end. I know I will. Like I said, it's all heart, motivation, with everyone by my side and with me by everyone else's side. Without a doubt, we can all get through.
And when Jessica does make it through and graduates, she will join other females who make up about 20% of our City of Las Vegas firefighters already on the job.
A dream come true. It'll be a dream come true, and fireworks will go off in my head, and it will be the best moment of my life.
They call themselves the last one standing. And I think that's a great name for this class, because graduation day, they will be the last one standing.
For City Beat, I'm Sue Levitt.
Now, we understand that only one recruit has dropped out, and we certainly wish the rest of them the best of luck making it to graduation in August. Well, as we mentioned earlier, June 8th marks 2 years since we lost 2 Las Vegas Metro Police officers. They were gunned down while taking a lunch break at Cece's Pizza. Now, the couple that shot them, Amanda and Jared Miller, apparently had anti-government beliefs. Then they moved on to Walmart, where they killed a civilian who bravely stepped in and tried to stop the shooting rampage. We're going to take you now to a tribute that was held shortly after news broke that we lost 3 brave men.
Sitting in the room, the meeting room, with so many of the members of the Metropolitan Police Department, just the silence and the prayers and the low conversation, and then finding out that we lost the second officer was just heartbreaking.
And we also want to send a message that this type of violence is unacceptable and not going to be part of the social norm in our city.
And yesterday was a tragic day for us. We lost 2 of our own.
I think that's a commitment for all of us who every day can wake up and be here, that we make that commitment, that we are the eyes and ears, and that if you see it, that you do something about it.
Of course, our 2 Metro officers can never be replaced, but the city of Las Vegas did name 2 city parks after officers Igor Saldo and Alan Beck. We want to thank you for joining us for this City Beat from Mirabelli Community Center. It's one of the busiest in the city, so their summer camps are just about full, but there are plenty of activities you can participate in here. They're located at 6200 Hargrove Avenue. As we go to close, we want to take you to a ceremony at the Clark County Government Center unveiling the new Veterans Memorial. Thanks for joining us.
The motivation and the courage to leave behind home, family, friends, community, venture into the unknown, and devote literally years of service to helping protect our way of life. These are our veterans, ordinary people doing very extraordinary things.
Even as we pause this Memorial Day to remember those who have passed, the conflicts of our modern time are also embodied in the veterans who stand alongside us today.
This day also demonstrates, especially right now, very clearly, that there are countless people in this state and this country who respect and appreciate the service and sacrifice of our veterans and their families.